day before the opening of rifle season here in Montana. I drove in here late last night. I got up, right before the sun broke up this morning, and I walked about 250 yards or so from camp up on this kind of high knob here, and I'm glassing back up on some really high hillsides right now. And I just found two bulls that are, I would say, close to 2 miles away, just by themselves up on a high knob. I've got a buddy coming in from Bozeman probably this afternoon. He's going to hunt with me, and we're going to see if we can create some content. Hopefully we can. Walked up another, 100 yards or so out, and where I saw that one or two bulls that I thought, now I can see like 5 elk in there. They're all just kind of feeding, just kind of this tucked away, high windswept ridge. So been looking over, and I've got some cattle over here, cattle back over that way up high. But these are the only elk we've seen this morning so far. But it's good. That gives, at least that's one starting point for tomorrow, which is always a positive. I was really nervous about getting up here and not seeing any elk at all. Well, it is about 9:30 or so now. Haven't seen those elk in, about 40 minutes. They kind of fed up into some timber, but I drove down a couple miles from where the camp was. And when I shot my mule deer buck earlier this year up there somewhere, I had a trail camera with me, a stealth cam that they sent us, and I went ahead and just put it on the carcass to see, what predators would come in, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to hike up in here a little ways and grab my trail camera and hopefully have something cool to show you. Mark right there. Have the camera right here, and it looks like it got knocked over. And there's no sign. That's where the carcass was. Hopefully the camera. Let's see here. Might be dead. Yeah, it looks like it's dead. But as you can see, absolutely nothing left of the carcass. This is right where it was. Looks like there's some bear, coyote crap, some elk crap there. So hopefully there's something on there. Hopefully it just didn't get knocked down right off the bat. Well, it's about 3:45 now. It has been a steady line of traffic just back and forth up in this road. Luckily, it's kind of where I'm parked and camping, and then with those other two horse trailers there, there's not any people that are pulling in here, but 2 trucks pulled in with llamas, and they walked right past here. They're literally going right where I have to walk past them to get to where I'd kind of planned to hunt. So it's getting ready for a crazy, crazy opening day. Branden should be here soon, I would think. And then we'll probably scout tonight, try to glass up in, maybe even try to look in some new areas and find some other elk that don't have at least 3 other groups that are going to be in their general vicinity. Granted, we might be the only people, or I might be the only person that knows about that group of elk that I saw this morning up there, but I'd like to have backups for the just in case. Well, it's about 5:30 now. Branden finally showed up. He was supposed to be here at 4. Didn't get here till like 5. But back to where I was glassing this morning. Branden, how do you feel about finding some elk?
We're going to kill an elk in the morning.
Ooh, we're going to kill an elk in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Is that guaranteed, or is that like 80%?
No, it's guaranteed.
Whoa. Opening day rifle bull. That sounds, or he's had an elk, I guess. You can't shoot a cow or a bull in here. So he just said an elk. We found 2 bulls. We'll show them to you, but 2 bulls, looks like a 6-point, a 5-point right on the skyline, just up from where I left them this morning or lost them this morning. So I could tell that one was definitely a bull, and I thought that I could see antlers on the other one. So I'm interested to see if the other ones come back over and if they are bulls or not. But I've located them twice now. Well, it is just about dark. It's 6:30ish. So, and all we've seen are those 2 bulls, and they popped up on the skyline for about what? How long you think?
2 minutes.
Maybe 2 minutes, and then rolled back over the hill or went into some timber. We're gonna give it a little bit longer, head back to camp and make some food, and it's gonna be bright and early this morning, or bright and early tomorrow morning. Like bright and early. Doesn't get shooting light until like 7:15, 7:20, something like that. And I think that Branden and I were discussing, I think we're gonna get up at 4:15. So 4:15. And we got about a 2-ish hour hike to get to where those elk are. Better get some good sleep tonight. You better get some good sleep tonight. I'm putting a lot of weight on your back.
I'll sleep good tonight, don't worry. It's been a long day.
Alright. Oh, man. We said we were going to get up at 4:15. I ended up waking up at 3:30 and couldn't get back to sleep. So I started getting dressed about 4. Went ahead and got in the truck and cranked it up just to warm it up for a little bit while I make some breakfast. Branden's already up. He's getting ready now. The wind kind of picked up around 2 o'clock this morning. A little bit stronger than we were anticipating, but we're gonna eat some breakfast and get moving here in the next 40 minutes or so. Start hiking. Opening day rifle season 2021 Montana. Let's go. Oh my God. So I did not get the shot on film. It happened so fast. Still filming this. We kept watching this herd of elk. We had them come through at 70 to 80 yards. And we were just tucked in right here in these trees. And I kept telling Brandon, I said, dude, there's got to be a bull behind them. There's too many cows. They kept looking back. They kept calling, all that. And all of a sudden, they get through and they start getting into the timber right down here below us, like just right there. And I look to the right, and here comes this bull. And I don't know how big he is. I think he's at least a 5 point. He could be a 6 point.
It's good.
Oh, dude, that happened so fast. I was like, sorry, man.
I
Like,
couldn't even see you. So
yeah.
I poked my head out, and then I could see you.
And by that time, I was already on the gun.
Yeah. It looked like he hit that perfect.
Oh yeah,
Second
like,
shot.
I had it right on his shoulder both times, and it was only 110 yards. All right, we're gonna walk down here and see what we can find.
Told you we were gonna get bull today.
I haven't killed a bull since this day 5 years ago. That's crazy.
It's your
Good
day,
job,
man.
dude.
It's your day.
Thanks, man.
Congrats, buddy.
Holy crap, that's awesome. Dude, realize that right there. He didn't go 15 yards.
Good job, dude.
Dude,
Nice shot. Got a bull.
That's why we didn't hear him crash.
Yeah, he didn't make it to the
He didn't
trees.
make it anywhere.
It's a nice bull, dude.
It looks like a pretty decent bull.
Good work, buddy. Oh yeah. Alright, that's awesome, man. That's a nice bull.
Bro,
I think he's a 5.
5.9. He might be a 6 on this side.
Oh yeah. Yes, dude. Nice bull. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
that's a great bull, man. Beautiful. Good work, brother. We did it.
Hey, and he even like laid down perfectly for photos.
He's posed already.
He posed for us.
Great bull, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy, man.
Great.
Oh, man.
That happened fast.
So you got to be ready, you know? You know, we first saw these elk, that herd. We were just kind of coming down here. This is the same meadow that I saw those elk yesterday morning. So we kind of eased up to the ledge and looked over, and it was all those cows and 2 spikes. And at that point, we had them at 150 yards maybe. And every single one of those elk were legal to shoot. Like, we could have shot the spikes, we could have shot the cows. But it's opening morning. We're a good little ways in here. And, you know, I told Brandon I wasn't going to be very picky. Meaning, like, I would probably shoot a cow if I had the opportunity, just because, you know, I don't get to hunt all that much, obviously, with filming. But, you know, I wasn't going to be picky, but I just, I couldn't pull the trigger on one of those cows or the spikes. And they kept cow calling and looking back and everything like that. And they started filtering down, and they were gonna filter straight across that bottom and start coming up our way. And I looked back at Brandon and I said, we need to get back to the tree line, because if we're here, they're gonna bust us. I was like, let's get back to the tree line. So we got back there, they came up, and I had, no joke, set down the A7 from filming them. And I turned around, and all of a sudden, like, I could see one more elk, and I'm like, holy crap, there's a bull. I mean, he's 100 yards away. I could see his antlers, obviously, with my naked eye. I was like, holy crap, there's a bull. And instinctually, I went for the gun rather than figuring out a way to get it on camera, because Brandon was about 15 yards away from me. So it's not like I could just throw him the camera and say, get on this, because I think from the time I said that's a bull, I was probably pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it was a small window.
So, but
Worked out.
I'm jacked, dude. Thanks for the help. and now you get to be a really big help.
Do a little packing.
I like hunting. Brandon's about 10 years younger than I, right? You're 27?
26.
26. So he's 11 years younger than I am. Well, we've got this whole elk in those caribou game bags. The head's right there. So now we get to hang these up, start the real fun work. Brandon said he's excited. He said he's going to carry half the elk on this first load. So not going to?
1/4 at a time.
Okay, one quarter at a time, he says. Well, that's okay. Well, we finally got back to camp. It is 5:30. So it took us right at 3 hours to pack that bull out, or pack half of it out, I guess you could say. Met some guys along the way that he killed his first bull ever. They've been hunting. There's 3 of them. They've all kind of gotten their own tags along the way. But one guy had the tag and killed his first bull ever. They've been hunting together for 11 years. 11 years hunting elk together, and he finally got it done on opening morning here. And he's a big fan. Like, all of them were super stoked to find out that, I work for Andy and stuff. And they're like, man, we were trying to find this gutless video on YouTube, but we just didn't have any service. And I was like, what gutless video were you looking at? And they're like, Randy Newberg's. So that was pretty funny. But as we were walking back into camp, or off the trailhead, the horse guys, which we've kind of befriended over the past couple of days, were super excited for us. And they said if we'd trade a little information of where we saw elk today, that they would pack out the rest of my bull. So they're going to go back in there. Brandon's actually going to go with them in the morning, and they're going to hunt the morning hunt, and then Brandon will take them down there to where we hung that elk in the tree and where the antlers are and all that stuff. And then they'll pack out, and they'll say, hey, we'll be back around lunchtime or something like that. All in all, it was a great day. I was so thankful to have Brandon there. It was such a great time. But yeah, I guess that kind of concludes it. So thanks for watching.